Aviso meu irmão, aviso meu irmão, capoeira de Angola mandou me chamando. Thanks and praise. Just love and respect. Got to keep it short, got to keep it sweet. The Terrence Howard situation is getting very real. It's getting very real. I'm not going to say I don't think anybody is a knowing psyop. I think we are all unwitting dupes in this world of symbols on levels that are beautiful, helpful, productive, significant. These are all white pills. Everything I'm about to say is a white pill. Going to have to get over the hurt of some of the edge of what I'm about to throw down. I think we're all unwitting dupes. Terrence Howard's beef with 1x1 is pointing at the entire process that I went through with the primes, culminating at number 29, which is the number for copper. The Aeon card underneath this character, this is Respawn Cybele Attis, who was cast down onto Cyprus, the island of Cyprus. That's where copper gets its name. So for 29, the 29th prime, to be a reduction to the 2, and to correspond to me removing Virgo as the second largest constellation as a sacrificial process, is hailing to what Terrence Howard has been putting forward. I think that I have decoded Terrence Howard's entire 2-squared riddle. It's Ratatoskr. Ratatoskr is the square root of 2, but it's also Scarotatoa. Scarotatoa. That was the spell that the psychic driving camp that invented the Scientologists' lie detecting test. They based their entire research on a scarred carrot tell you when the scientist comes back in the room. Mr. Terrence Howard, his name is Ratatoskr encode spell that was inseminated by the entire myth of carrots consents when the scientist comes and leaves the room. The cutting of this number 2, the removing of this 2, and it perpetuating itself over and over. There are more patterns beyond what this little tiny phone is able to barely stream through from my mind. Terrence Howard's entire work is really hitting a chord on what I've discovered with the primes on the Enneagram. And I can't disprove much of what he's saying. I will say this. He's putting a dividing line between the flat and the round earthers again. He's just, it's just blatant. It's blatant, this encampment op that's going on. Yeah. All right, I gotta hurry. Now, something else. I'm not saying Joe Rogan is bad or evil or anything like that. I'm saying his set design is based on some taromancy. I'm not saying anybody's in any camp. Texas is kind of in the crosshairs, though. Trying to stay neutral. It's so hard to stay neutral because we're so steeped in these symbols. Joe Rogan's entire studio is the lust card. I hate to say it. And now that I've gone into the primes, the relationship between the lust card and the death card is coming into full meaning in its relationship to the George Floyd ritual. And Jupiter is moving into Gemini for the next year, I'm pretty sure. This is interesting because of Jupiter's migration between the 4 and the 7. And 47 is silver. It's a million other beautiful things. 74 is tungsten. It's a key element of the moon. But I want to also point out, I think that this 74, I think that's the annual cycle of Halley's Comet. And I think that the red heifer sacrifice is hitting the divided line of Halley's Comet's return cycle. It's coming back to us. And not only have we injected red heifer sacrifice into the historical vernacular, but we also put some shit in the DNA to mix and match with when the cup comes back full of hemlock. The hemlock's coming back. And it's from the Crator constellation, which hails all the way to the Eye of Quebec, which was the Tower of Babel. Yeah. 63rd degree parallel north. There's a huge riddle around the Eye of Quebec that has a lot to do with the shape of the realm. I'm going to flash a lot of graphics. I'm not going to explain shit. Y'all can pause it and screenshot. Peace.